This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by your local York and LG dealers.
Okay, so based on this morning, we're getting back to that time of year again. Do you ever find yourself so freezing cold that you go bump the thermostat up a little bit? And you're still cold, so you bump it up even more. It says 78, but it feels like 58.
Yeah, this is a clear sign that something is wrong with your heating system, but the idea of replacing your furnace or heat pump can send you into a financial panic. Now, before you get to that point, you may want to consider something simpler like air duct leakage or inadequate ductwork to begin with. Well, the folks at Comfort Air Service have a way to find out if that's the case.
When you think of your HVAC system, you probably think of the unit that sits outside your home or the furnace down in the basement. But there's actually more to it.
People see the equipment outside. That's only the half of it. I mean, that's the equipment side of the system. You have to have a means of delivering what that equipment produces, and that's the duct system, or what we refer to as the air side of the system.
Albert Urbina is a comfort advisor for Comfort Air Service in Easton. He says one is equally important as the other to have an efficient heating and air conditioning system. He says most homeowners give most of the attention to the equipment side of the system.
It's the equipment that gets the efficiency ratings, and the efficiency ratings are what are used to entice homeowners to, either pursue getting a rebate from your electric company or a tax credit from the government on your tax return, rebates from the manufacturers.
But the efficiency ratings mean nothing if your duct system can't deliver what the equipment has to offer. So Comfort Air Service uses this device, it kind of looks like a megaphone, to test the air side of your system.
So JD, this is what you actually bring into the house?
Yes, this is what they call a bolometer or a flow hood. This is the junior version. There is a larger one, which we also use in commercial applications. As you can tell, it has a dial here that gives us official readings itself. And on top of these handles is a little click button that we use to actually log in the actual number that comes through the vent itself. Now you can also tell it's got a canvas connector that goes around it. It comes in various shapes and sizes for all the registers and grills that are out there. So as we get into situations where we have a hard time getting over a certain vent, we can take a piece of cardboard and block off this to get that airflow through there to get the maximum pressures that we need coming out of that.
Because you want a tight seal.
Exactly.
And it's not just the air that comes out of the system into your room, it's the air that comes from the inside of your room back into the system.
There's supply air, is where the air comes from an air handler or furnace and gets blown into the rooms, and then you have return air, where the air is being pulled from the rooms and going into the return side of the equipment. What we run into oftentimes is that the supply might not be that wrong or that bad, but there's completely inadequate return air. There might be one central return in the house, when really and truly, in order to get exchanges of air as often as you should, there should be returns in different rooms.
In addition to testing the airflow, Comfort advisors also do what's called a manual J-load calculation.
We measure up the whole house, so we know exactly the size of all the rooms, how high the ceilings are, what levels of insulation there are in the walls and the ceiling and the crawl space. All those things impact the load of the house, the heating and cooling load. Windows, what kind, a single pane, triple pane, double pane.
The static or pressure in the ductwork is also determined.
And the higher the pressure, the harder it is as far as the machine to work to get the same job done.
Once all the data is collected, the numbers are crunched to figure out if the airflow is compatible with the equipment. Sometimes the solution can be as simple as repairing or insulating the ductwork or installing a damper system.
We can enhance the performance of the system by making changes to the ductwork.
Changes that don't amount to a whole lot when compared to a whole new furnace.
And the experts at Comfort Air Service say it's not uncommon to find systems running 30 to 50% low on airflow. And if you would like to learn more about air balance testing from Comfort Air Service, go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab. 30 to 50.
Wow.
Amazing.
That is incredible. Well, let's go from the inside of your house to the outside of your house Ask most homeowners what they dread doing. The most $1 to a dime will get you. They'll tell you cleaning out the gutters. And with the leaves falling, this is the time of year when things can really get clogged up. But there are ways that you can avoid that. Up next, how a simple installation can make your life a whole lot easier.
And later, we're in the kitchen making frittatas, and our chef today is only 9 years old. Yeah, you don't want to miss this. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.